Welcome back to the Suburban Kings, everyone. Good to be back. Good to have you, as usual. Starting off, as we always do, Burbs to the City. How are you guys doing? How's your week been? How's life?
Charles, you want to go first, or you want me to go first, Charles? Or we could
Um,
be, or we could be chivalrous, and we could
do
let
rock. Let's
Rachel.
do rock paper scissors. Let's go.
Okay,
Run it.
you got to go on three.
On three. All right.
No, wait,
Oh,
you're right.
on scissors or after scissors?
Rock paper. I don't know. I always just
Like rock,
do it.
paper, scissors or rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
I just close my eyes and do it. Honestly,
Let's just do a shoot. On rock paper scissors shoot. Let's go.
All right.
Robin Big.
Well,
All right.
Wait, see, that's what I'm saying.
One. No. One.
On three or
Rachel,
after
you
three?
counted
So
down.
you
Rachel,
go
you
rock,
counted down.
paper,
You counted
scissors,
down.
shoot. It's like
Yes.
You counted
Yeah.
down.
All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Wait.
It's
See
too
what I'm
off
saying?
slow.
Oh my
online.
god.
There's
Daisy,
no
let's
connection.
go.
Daisy,
Go.
just
Daisy,
go
This is
first.
you
Just
see
go.
how the lack of
Daisy, go.
human connection does not work. My week, man.
Yeah.
Last week was very anticlimactic. I mean, not much going on. Real smooth week, honestly. Can't complain. This week, my sister's it's her birthday on the day we dropped this episode. So shout out to my sister.
Hey. Happy
Um,
birthday, Suki.
happy
You're a real
birthday.
one.
Sometimes too real. But 24 years of life. 24 years of life. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I have time though, because she's having a brunch. So if I need to get her something, I can get her something by Sunday. It's a Sunday morning brunch. It's Shea Butter Baby theme. I don't know what that means, but her favorite artist right now is Ari Lennox. So I have to figure out something. And she did a pretty good job on my birthday. I don't know. We were talking about it. She did a pretty good job. Have to figure out something to do in the next, I don't know, like day and a half. I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna trap it. But other than that, all things are go. You know, I've been reading. I've been starting to journal again. So I'm on the track of being well. So I'm going back at that. That's about it.
All right. I mean, I've been good, I just been working out, being in the gym. Got to risk it all for the gains, I guess. But this weekend, I took a shout out to my buddy Alejandro. He paid me pretty decent to go help him go pick up a car in Ohio. So that was a little journey and experience I got to do.
We like the extra cash.
I had to literally leave at 12:30 and drive. He drove the first 3 hours, took my car, and then we stopped. I switched, drove the next 3 hours, got to the dealership he needed the car to pick up at, and then I drove all the way back. I mean, it was rough. I was tired after, but it's just like,
Ohio's a slick, decent drive too. Yeah.
It was a little outside of Cleveland, so
yeah,
it wasn't that bad.
Drive.
Honestly, like, I only saw 2 cops on the way there, like in total. So, I'm just kind of happy and blessed. But at the same time, like, why do we got to live in a place where it's just toll after toll? Like,
fuck, I know. Oh, I have to pay.
only Indiana and Illinois. Like, why?
Because they need to get our money.
Why?
Because our roads are terrible.
But they don't even fix the roads with the money
exactly.
we give them.
I was about to say.
There's mad potholes still in those fucking roads. All
Yeah.
I'm not even getting to the politicians just taking our money. The corruption. We ain't gonna do it. I'm just gonna move on.
You got to.
But like, I'm just tired of these damn. At least Indiana, raise a toll game up, bro. Like, at least make it the iPass so you could just go straight through and ain't gotta stop.
You definitely can.
Some bullshit that.
You definitely can.
Not the ones I went to. I was on 80/90.
Bro, if you have the iPad,
no, you can.
I
have it, but it's just like, no, I don't want to stop and slow down to 10 miles per hour. I want to keep
I see
driving.
what you're saying. I was about to say.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Like,
step your game up, Indiana. Damn.
Yeah.
But honestly, on my way back, once I was getting closer, I got through Gary, got back into like Illinois, it was good to see some asshole drivers out here, man. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I was just like,
What?
this guy tried to cut me off, but you know what? I'm back. We back in Illinois, baby. We good. We made it, man.
You make no sense. You make no sense to me, sir.
Well,
Why?
like people in other states just don't know how to drive. Like I lived
I'll
in
give you
Iowa
that.
for like
I'll give you
5
that.
years.
I
and
respect.
get it.
I respect. Daisy, you do not understand how upsetting it was to drive that long and have I understand semi-truck drivers got to get their money, but like, bro, don't get all the way in the left lane to pass somebody, bro.
Charles,
Bruh,
I've driven
don't
to
do
Ohio.
that. Don't do that when I'm pulling up. Don't do that.
I was about to say I've
You know
driven
how
to.
it goes, though.
I've driven to Ohio. I know that's I did that drive. So when I went with
I was
drove
like 30 minutes outside of Cleveland.
I drove to so Austin drove to Canton, and Canton from my house is about like 6, almost 7 hours. But I drove all the way back. So like after partying and everything, I drove back, and that was a terrible time. Yeah, Ohio is just a terrible drive. It's just a terrible drive. It's just nothing there. But I feel you.
Chill state, though. I'll say that. Chill state. You know, it's a lot of farmland. Just cruising, chilling, driving.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't get to Cleveland or whatever. It's probably more popping over there, but it's a lot of.
No,
it's pretty chill out there. I kind of like the quietness, man. To be honest,
Cleveland.
I think the city.
Cleveland is a trash state. There's a reason why LeBron left.
Cleveland is not a state. It's a city.
You're
first
right.
of all, we ain't gonna do this. New Orleans is a state. Shit, like, come on, man.
that was a Freudian slip.
But hold on, relax. Put some respect on Cleveland's name. We got Kid Cudi out there, MGK, Doughboy.
Cleveland is Strauss. Cleveland
Bone Thugs and Harmony. Don't do that. Don't do that. Respect Cleveland.
Cleveland is by far one of the most boring cities I've ever been
to. Hey,
the
second best Midwest city.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
What's the second best one?
Milwaukee.
I would agree with that.
Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Milwaukee is ass, yo. I'm gonna be real.
You're tripping.
I've been to Milwaukee more than 10 times. It is trash.
You're tripping. What other place would you like? Iowa City?
I've stayed there at a hotel Iowa City, Des Moines, all that shit.
That's
Shout out to
you.
all my family in Des Moines. I love y'all, but that shit is ass.
Yeah.
Ass out there.
Yeah.
Ass.
Yeah.
All it is a bunch of racist white people and fucking farmland out there, if we being real. Damn.
Yeah.
I heard you say the same about
10
Ohio.
liberal arts kids at a party. That's all I
For real. People who just want to go to Iowa, like the Buckeyes, or like even just Drake out there, just for like, because it's a nice little university to go to.
You mean the Hawkeyes?
Or the Cyclones.
There you go.
Hawkeyes.
I know I said the Buckeyes. That's Ohio.
That's
Sorry. Columbus I heard Columbus is cracking though. I don't know what Cleveland got going on, but I heard Columbus is cracking.
My man Kid Cudi said it best, man. Cleveland is the reason I'm cool. So we just gonna leave it there. Shout out to Cleveland. Yeah, that was basically my weekend though. That's all I really did. Actually, Kid Cudi did not lie. Don't do that. Don't do that. Anyways,
Cleveland is trash.
I started watching a new anime. It's called ReZero. It's kind of an older one that came out like in, I want to say, early 2010s. But man, let me tell you, y'all. It's Will Kage here, man. I'm about to start this little anime series review thing I got going. It's gonna probably be like 10-minute review of anime when I'm done watching it.
And
I finished Black Lagoon, another great anime. Go peep that.
On an anime note, if you have HBO Go that just turned to HBO Max, you now have, what is it, Crunchyroll?
You do?
Yeah, Crunchyroll for free. Y'all better abuse that.
But it's very limited though. Even like the subs is very limited. I could still see they're still rolling it in, but they're gonna. Yeah, I got HBO Max. It's real nice right now.
Yeah, they like got Cartoon Network.
Man, just get you a Crunchyroll. It's $5.99 a month or $4.99.
I don't need it. I don't need it when I have Cody. I don't. Hey, I've been watching Avatar of Korra, bro, and I have to say, people are asleep, bro. I literally have to say,
I think it's a good show. I just think people kind of get iffy with Korra just because her character development was kind of like trash.
Korra's character development was what we needed. So, like, we had a prodigy in Aang as an Avatar. But I'm not going to, you know what, Charles, you're right. You're right, Charles. Let's not go all day. All I have to say is Cora.
Did you ever say that bullshit is what we needed, man? She was gifted off rip, was able to bend every goddamn thing besides hair, talking about that's what we needed.
But the difference between Aang and Korra is that Korra always wanted to be the Avatar. Aang never wanted to be the Avatar, and that's why their
so it is the two flip.
Yes.
But a thing I do say that we needed in the Legend of Korra is definitely the Avatar lore, because there was some crazy ass lore in there.
Of course.
Like, you know what I'm saying, about everything, which I really like.
And my second most important part, Korra hadn't been through nothing. Like, think about it. When Aang got out of that iceberg, he had to deal with the genocide of his people. There was an 100-year war. And on top of that, this man literally lost time. Like, time. He literally
Don't say Korra didn't have to deal with anything. She kind of had to deal with going into the new age of technology, right?
You're right.
My bad. We don't want to get off track.
You're right. But
we need to get off track.
Are you right? I could break it down. I could break it down in a later segment.
No. RB's got to tell or say how good her
week was.
Week was, man. We can't get too off topic right now. Like, go into like some nerd stuff. But yeah, yo, go peep ReZero though. I just want to say that one more time. Crazy anime. If you ain't addicted to it by episode 1, I'll pay you $5. I'll say that right now.
You good?
All right. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Just making sure before.
Apologies, bro. Apologies, bro. All right. It probably took like 5 minutes.
That was more than 5 minutes. It was like 10 minutes.
Right. I literally finished a whole season yesterday. That's why I was like, damn, this is decent. All right. Anyways. Rachel, how was your week?
It was a pretty rough week. I was just super emotional and not feeling it or life, and was like super down and out and unmotivated. And then Cody was out of town all weekend, so I was by myself. So I was like even more in my feels, like watching sad movies and drinking wine, and accidentally tweeting from the Suburban Kings account instead of mine.
I've done it.
Did you throw on a notebook?
That was cool. No, I watched the Jonas Brothers documentary. Loved it. And then I watched some Netflix movie, Dumplin'. It's about like a fat girl, and so it's just like
it's about being the fugly one.
Feeling sorry for myself and was like crying.
My man said fugly. That's a throwback.
Yeah. Or Duff. Duff is a good
one.
Or
Duff. I was about to say it's similar to that.
Yeah. So I was like super in my feels and like crying and like holding my dogs and drinking wine. It was not a good one, not one of my prouder moments. But you need to do it. You need to cry sometimes. You need to be emotional. You need to just like let it all out so you can start over. I like to say, and my old therapist like to say, that like sometimes you're just running on empty. Your tank is drained.
Yeah.
Or like kind of opposite.
Sometimes it feels.
You're just like, yeah, your tank is just like drained, and you need to do the things that you can to just like level set it, like restart your system, fill your tank back up. So I figured it'd be appropriate, as I'm in my feels and feeling down on myself, that we do a little check. It's been a while since we did a quarantine or pandemic check-in on how we're doing emotionally, how our mental health is doing. So this is
sometimes you need that good cry, man, to just rejuvenate yourself. You feel me?
Don't I know it?
I'm just saying that, but like, because I don't really be crying at all. I think I've cried less than 10 times in my life as an adult.
Yeah.
Like, period. Maybe as a little kid I cried more.
I don't know what happened to me. I used to not cry.
You know? It's a
like
light
I would
skin
never cry
tendencies
ever.
in me as a little kid.
And I just like got super fucking emotional out of nowhere. It was great.
I've always been a pretty sensitive person. I hate to say it. I've been realizing that about
I've never seen you cry though, Deji.
Yeah, but I've just realized that I'm a sensitive person. And I don't mean like I'm insensitive, like in tune with myself. I'm sensitive, like I feel a lot, and I don't necessarily show it a lot.
So you just Wale without the dreads.
Exactly. There we go.
Yeah. Shout out Wale.
Because as I've gotten smarter, man. I've actually cried a number of times as I've gotten older. I don't know why. It's just like sometimes it's tears of joy.
Sometimes you gotta force yourself, man.
Sometimes I'm upset. I go through some things, I'm sensitive.
You gotta set your mood, man.
Completely exhausting being emotional and being sensitive. Like,
yeah, I'm not at that. I'm not worried where like those hypersensitive in tune. Like, oh, this is so mentally exhausting. No, half the time.
No, that's me.
Yeah, I'm not that. I'd just be like, damn, man, I really felt that, like I feel the pain, but I'm not very sympathetic or empathetic. That's my problem. So I don't like, I'd be like, I'll get over it. And even when people tell me, I just be like, all right, you done? You
Mhm.
know, because I don't like staying in that, obviously anybody that know me, I don't like staying in that down place for long because, there's just better horizons. In my opinion, that's how my brain is.
Yeah. And I mean, like, one thing that I've always been told growing up, and I always used to think it was a negative thing, and I still, like, sometimes do, is that, like, I'm an incredibly empathetic person. Like, I definitely
Mm,
feel a lot, and I feel for other people.
mm,
So I've always just, like, thought that I was too emotional, or I'm too sensitive, or I feel too much, or I get too carried away. And, like, that's always been a super negative thing. But something that I've been trying to work on personally is, like, seeing, like, the power in that. That sounds so cheesy, but seeing, like, the power in that. And, like, it's a really cool, and I think obviously it's like me, so I think it's cool, but I think it's a really cool and, like, respectable thing to be able to, like, feel for other people and, like, understand what other people are going through. Like, last week I had said that I had been at a funeral, so I was at a funeral, like, now 2 weeks ago,
mhm,
and it was kind of like a distant family member. And we had holidays together, and we had Christmases and things like that, but, like, we technically didn't have any relation. And obviously, like, it was sad that she died. But the second I get to the funeral and I see, like, my cousin crying, my aunt crying, like, I'm done. Like, I'm a mess. Like, I am just totally, like,
Yeah.
sobbing and running on empty, because, like, even though I'm not incredibly, it's obviously, this sounds shitty, it's obviously sad that she died. I'm not incredibly personally saddened by it.
mm,
But looking at those family members and thinking the hurt and the loss that they must feel, and, like, kind of drawing back on my own past history of people that I've lost, or, like, in a similar position, like, that is exhausting.
yep.
uh, so that, I feel like that point was kind of like what started this whole, like, weird, like, downward spiral for me. Is like, that was like the tipping point, and I was just feeling too much, and I needed to, like, have that moment this last weekend of just, like, totally letting everything out and just crying, so I could just build myself all the way down, so I could start, like, building myself back up. So, like,
Mm,
I'm curious, because I know we've talked about mental illness in the past, and not even just mental illness, but, like, what, kind of gets us down and how we get back up. But, like, what, like, drains you guys, or, like, puts your tank on empty? Like, what wears you out? Like, mine, I just feel too much. I'm too empathetic for other people, and that just, like, tears me down so fast and wears me out.
mm.
Mm.
Mine would be, if I like, the thing that drains me down the most is my ambition. So, um, I'm trying to do a lot of things in this lifetime, and sometimes when you're trying to achieve things and you know that it's going to take a lot of energy and power, you put a lot of pressure on yourself, unbeknownst to yourself. So because I'm trying to do so many things, and I'm not saying, like, obviously we have this podcast, but, like, most of my goals are because I want to create generational wealth. And I want to create that because I want my future generations, when I'm not here, to have a life very different from mine, but also have a life where they can be afforded to make mistakes and not worry about being without a home. Um, because I guess I'm a first generation. I am first generation American in my family. So I'm trying to take advantage of the opportunities I've been lended. Um, but all that being said, yeah, it's my ambition, because I'll push myself and I'll try to get so many things done. And if I feel myself being stagnant, um, that usually starts to wear on me time after time. And then it'll start to compile because I haven't been keeping up with myself because I'm trying to chase these things that aren't even going to necessarily affect me. They're for other people. So yeah, that's tough because it's almost hard to, like, how do you, a lot of the times I try to talk myself through it, but, like, you can't really talk yourself through something that you don't know. And that's, like, part of, like, me knowing and, like, learning, like, how to deal with that, like, amount of pressure that I'm putting on myself. You know what I'm saying? It's very challenging because it's like I'm trying to talk myself out of the expectations that I have in my head, but I don't know what those expectations are. I just keep on working. So, and I've been told I work too much, but Sometimes I'm a workaholic. And I'm trying to not be that because I don't want that pattern to set in my life because I'm not trying to be an absentee person. I want to be a very present person. I want to leave work where it needs to be. But sometimes I'm in the hardest, but like the funnest phase of my life. That's how I put it. That's it.
All right. I guess mine's gonna be a little different, just cause like the person I am, and like looking at myself, who I've come to understand like who I am. I'm more like the person who just kind of sits back and lets stuff like build up and doesn't really say anything. And I don't know. Like I've said, like we were talking about earlier. I don't really like cry or anything, but like I found myself in the moments that hit me the most is like with my family. You were talking about like a funeral, right, Rachel?
Hmm. Yeah.
Like I just remember every time, like for some reason, when I leave Des Moines and my dad's side of the family, or like even my mom's side of the family, I always kind of get emotional just because I like love everybody so much. But like I feel like my biggest flaw is just like I'm always the quiet, chill dude. I never really let people know how much like I really truly care like for them. Like you feel me?
Yeah.
Mm,
So I feel like that's like one of the things that eats me alive inside, just because of the person who I am, and just like trying to understand yourself and the things you do is already kind of hard. But like now I'm 25, so I kind of like understand it. Just like by the way, all the experience that happened in my life, it's kind of just led me to just be this person,
mm,
and it's kind of like it kind of sucks dealing with it. Like even when we were just having like a common meeting like last week, Deji, and I was just talking about, man, I ain't never be on Twitter or social media or all this shit, like really,
mm,
because I'm more of just like a low key person.
Hmm.
So I would say like just not letting anybody really in is kind of like my biggest downfall. Like
mm.
even when it comes to my family, because I love them to death, but like I just don't really even say anything. You know what I'm saying? It's
You
always
got
just cool with me.
That's how you
You know
build
what I'm
that.
saying? I don't want to burden anybody else
Yep, that's what it
with
be.
the things that's going on in my head. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I don't want to do that to anybody.
I feel you, bro.
So I guess that would be my biggest thing that I have to deal with when it comes to mental health is trying to figure out a way to like express myself but not do it too much, I guess.
Mm,
Because I know if I don't say anything, like thank God we have this podcast, because like I could just express myself and like be me kind of.
hmm.
But at the same time, if I feel like if I didn't have this, I would still be. There's a reason why I like Kid Cudi so much, because like he just speaks to me, because like I was literally like just that kid that just ain't gonna say anything. It's just somebody says something to me, I'm just smiling like, hey, yeah, like I'm good, but deep down inside, like I'm just hurting. I just don't want to say anything. And I
Mm,
think that's probably like my biggest flaw, to be honest. But I've grown past that kind of. I mean, I still kind of do it now. I know like my family worries a little bit just because I don't talk to them like in depthly all the time. But I'm still like trying to figure out like me kind of. I'm only like 25, man. Like you feel me? Like I'm still trying to like
bro,
figure out
you
who
never
I
stop.
fully am, man.
You never
But
stop.
like I know like my older sister and everybody else listens to this, so it's just like I don't want y'all to be worried about me or anything. Just know that like I'm good. I love y'all, and I'm sorry that I can't like express myself fully the way that I want to. There's
Mm,
all the people who fuck with me, man. Like who love me as a person and feel like they know just by the little things I do that they can that it shows that I fuck with you and I love you. But like I have like a really bad way of showing it. Like I don't know, because I'm not like the shove it in your face like I love you type of person. You feel me? I
yes.
guess that's what I was trying to say, and I think that's like my biggest flaw and the thing that I hate about myself the most when it comes to like the mental health shit, man. I just try to do everything by myself,
Yeah.
even though like I don't need to. because I got great people around me who love me. But yeah, I guess that's about it. It's kind of a deep question, but
We have some deep questions, but they're going to be like kind of rapid fire.
all right, let's
Like
go.
you answer
Run
it, you don't elaborate, just to like let the people want some more.
Give him a little scratch. Hold on, wait. By the way, I just want to shout out my buddy Brandon. I was so hammered at your birthday on Saturday. I forgot that happened. But anyways, let's continue with the show. I just want to shout my mans out. That's another thing I did this weekend.
Okay. When was the last time that you cried?
Oh, I cried the first week of the damn, what was this? When did the protest start, bro? Because they've been going on for almost what, 6 weeks, 7 weeks?
Yeah.
They started
Early June?
almost 2 months ago. It'd be like next week. It'd be 2 months.
That's the last time I cried. I saw a video of what's old dude's name who got shot with his baby moms, and then the child and moms was in the back seat, and the child was saying, "I wish this country was better for us, mom." I don't remember what it was.
Oh God,
What was his name?
Tough, man.
It was in Minnesota, Felice Castillo or something like that.
No, that was in Milwaukee. No, that was in Wisconsin, I think.
Okay, well, this video, I don't know. I saw it resurfaced because I seen it again. But there was two.
Yeah, where they shot bro in front of his wife and child.
Yes, and then the wife and the baby were in the back, and then the baby was trying to sue the mom because she realized what happened and the baby didn't. And I was like, yo, bro, this country is messed up.
Yeah, no, this man sad, man. I can't.
Yeah.
You better than me. I can't watch shit like that all the way through. I got one go and that's it, bro. Like,
I like watching painful things because and it sounds weird. And I was talking to one of my friends about this last weekend. I said during this whole pandemic, right? There's been a lot of bad stuff going on, but I feel bad because I'm in a privileged position and I have nothing to complain about. Like,
I feel you.
In every single way, being a black man in America, I've taken advantage of every opportunity that's been thrown my way. Yes, I've been knocked down and I've had my setbacks, but those setbacks haven't set me up. They haven't derailed me. And I was like, damn, bro, I don't even know how to feel. And I'm just doing what everybody should be doing. There's a bunch of people who don't have voices and now they're trying to be heard. Why would I not try to help and amplifying their voice? That's just the right thing to do. I don't understand why but I mean, that's side topic. And I felt so bad about that. And I was like, yo, bro, like, I feel like I have been the last couple of weeks, month or so, I've been sabotaging myself because I need to have something to complain about. And when I realized that, that's when I quickly started to like be grateful for where I am. And I was like, I need to get back on track. Otherwise, I could be back where I was, say, 18 months ago, which was not the best spot.
Yeah, it's like talking to your homie who's just like from the hood, man. Like, shout out to all my people out there, man. Like, it's like talking to them, and then you just hear all this shit, and you're just like, damn, why the fuck am I even fucking complaining today about a goddamn thing, bro?
Real talk.
Oh, shout out to my man Ricky and my homie Jordan. Girl does my hair. I haven't gone to her to get my hair done in a minute, but she's still the homie. It's all love. That's family, both of them. But just talking to people like that should really be fucking you up, man.
But that's
when
why
you hear that, and you're just like, why am I even complaining? But that was the last time you cried, though.
Yes, that was the last time. Yes.
Rachel.
It was a painful cry, but I needed it.
Charles, when was the last time you cried?
You probably can't give me.
I don't really cry. I want to say
got like choked up, got emotional.
Last time I think I cried, it was recently. I think it was when Disney Plus first came out, and I rewatched The Lion King, and it was
interesting. I would have thought when Naruto.
It wasn't a Mufasa scene, no. I mean, that shit got me too, dude. You don't get me fucked up, bro.
When Naruto accepted himself, I almost cried when he did that. He said,
when that happened, when my man met his mom, when his dad is leaving away from him, and he's talking to him the whole time. as he's leaving up and going back to heaven, he's just telling him all the shit he's about to do, telling mom not to worry about me, blah blah blah. That's mad sad. But it was when I watched The Lion King, when rewatched it when Disney Plus first came out, and it wasn't the scene where Mufasa died. It was a scene where Rafiki leads Simba to like that little lake, and he tells him to look in it, and like
he sees his
dad, because he doesn't think his dad's there anymore, and he's kind of like lost.
Yep.
So
that seems like knowing your relationship, your pops. That seems like you, honestly.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that shit just hits hard. Like, I don't mean to be on my Kanye shit, but that just hits home hard for me. Just like,
wow, you really shouting out Kanye?
Cause I went.
Stay on topic.
I'm talking,
We're not doing,
bro.
We're not doing that again.
I meant in the clip. The last clip of him. I felt so bad for bro, but don't vote for him for president, by the way. But anyways,
listen,
shout out
y'all talking about Trump. No, y'all talking about
Mac.
Trump being emotionally unstable. My man Kanye, no, that's not it.
My God.
I hope my man gets the help he needs, because I don't know. Jesus.
Okay.
Shout out to Papa Mash.
Anyways, it was that scene where he does that and looks up, and just that whole scene where he's talking to his dad, and it's just
his
like,
dad in the clouds.
It just made me mad, like emotional, just because like I was picturing myself like 10 years from now, like, unfortunately, just because my dad has like prostate cancer, I don't even know if he's gonna be here fucking 10 years from now. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like, I relate to Simba so much just because that motherfucker is just lost. Like, kind of like how I feel in a way. So it's just like, just watching that shit just hit home, bro. And like, I don't know, I just got like mad emotional. I mean, that was like the last time I think I cried, really. Just because it's just like having my dad and just realizing, it's coming to the fact of realizing that everybody, like, your parents are going to be gone when you're older, kind of just like, fuck me up, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it kind of hit harder just because the circumstances.
Okay. So I don't know if this is just like a me thing, but like I've been asked times in the past, I think, just like in like random classes and stuff that I've had, because liberal arts schools, if I could go back to like my childhood, middle school, high school, college, and like change anything, like what would I do differently? And usually I'm like, nothing, because you know, everything that happened or that I did led me to where I am today, and I'm very happy.
Happens for a reason.
So so like I wouldn't change anything that I did because I'm still here. But like theoretically, if you could change something that you did or how you responded to a moment in any of those like 4 times and still end up where you are today or end up where you wanted to be, like what would you change? And like rapid fire, just like really quickly, what would you change like from your childhood? Anything?
I would have changed my junior year going into my senior year of high school, and I would have changed how I played out the situation with the unannounced person that I'm not going to say, but he was the head coach of my football team. I could have better maneuvered in that situation.
In college or in high school?
It was in high school, because usually I would say almost in every moment of my life I did what I was supposed to, except for that moment. I got too prideful. Pride got the better of me in that situation.
Charles?
I know you talk about Deji. It's kind of fun. But
everybody
anyways,
knows who I'm talking about.
For me, I think it would just be like same thing for Deji, but just like my work ethic going in from junior year to senior year. I wish I took more classes senior year, and I wish I like kind of applied myself more
at wrestling,
so I could at least like get like a better I don't know, maybe like try to apply more myself more in like technology or something, just like get like a coding job or something, you know what I'm saying? Versus just, I mean, I still can, you know, it's never too late for that, but I just would change that about myself, because a lot of things came easy to me like throughout high school, so like I just took it kind of for granted, and I wish I like pushed myself a little bit more, like, you feel me?
Sure. Okay. What's the next question? Is there anything that you would have done differently, like in your family, in your friendships, or in your like relationships, and not just like something that like you dealt with?
No.
Hold on, what was the question again?
Like kind of the same thing. Like, do you have any regrets, or do you wish there was something that you did differently in your like relationships with people, with like your family, your friendships, or like romantically, but still end up like in a like where you are now, or like in a better position?
I wish I would have told the first girl that I ever truly loved that I loved her before it was too late and
Oh my
the ship already
God.
sailed. I'll say that just because I think it would change my whole
Okay.
perspective.
Look at Rachel's face.
I just gotta be real about it, man. I just gotta be real about it, man.
So nice.
Because like, I think that would have changed me like completely, to be honest. But you know, like
Charles, no, wouldn't have it.
I'm the type of toxic asshole who just be ghosting people. So you know, that's
Charles,
just me.
no, wouldn't have
That's
Charles.
just me, man. So I wish I would have changed that and try to work things out.
Nothing
and
would
not
have
be
happened.
immature about the situation, and you know, just like actually try to talk through or tell somebody how I actually truly felt. Just because I already told y'all earlier, like I ain't really the best with emotions. So
Charles, nothing would have happened. Y'all was in high school. That's why I didn't do relationships in high school. What was gonna happen? Y'all was gonna get married.
But I'm saying we wouldn't have been married, but I think like
it was gonna run its course eventually. You know what I'm saying?
That's the question though. Is like
mean,
everything is still gonna end up the same way it does. But is there something?
I'm not saying I would have married her, but I'm saying like it would have changed. It would have been like a new experience that like
it would have changed your progression. I got you.
Yeah, it would have changed me a little bit. It would have been like a different experience.
Yeah,
versus,
I don't know.
That could have been the first. Who would say I would be the same person who was just like not opening up about anything? Maybe if I did that with her, then I would talk to everybody about my emotions. Who knows? I'm just going through different timelines that could happen, Deji. Like, you feel me?
I find it very hard that I would be anybody else than I would be right now. Honestly, I'm just thinking about it. I don't know. Because I think about like my family and I'm like, nah, I always had to be the one to say something, and you know, sometimes you get hit. But that's the role I took, you know.
Talk shit, get hit, man.
Man, that's how it be. I've been like that since I was a youngin', so I mean, it is what it is. I always had a smart mouth. Don't know why. But it is what it is. So I don't think I would change anything, man.
I think we all did.
Yeah, but I would be the one. I didn't care if I got whooped or not.
I can't remember. My dad disrespected the shit. He dunked me in the pool in front of my whole family one time because I was talking shit to him. What hard? You ain't about to dunk me in this pool. What do you mean? Hell no.
Oh my God.
Shout out to my dad, man.
Like I said, shout out Papa Mash.
That showed me not to fucking play no damn games, man. We're talking this shit, man. You gotta be ready. Anyways, what would you change, Rachel, if you could?
I would probably maybe have paid more attention to the way that I was being treated.
That's a good one.
Because there were some like gradual changes that you didn't really realize because it had happened so slowly over time, and realized like at the end of a relationship that I was actually being treated really, really badly. And instead of realizing that it was just high school, life moves on after high school, like thought everything was the end all be all. So I was like, I'll wait for you. Like, no, that's so pathetic. Like, that was a terrible relationship. I wish I could have just like said, you know what, like I deserve better than this, and like move on. But again, you know, it led me to where I am. I grew from it. But like,
it's just a misogynistic
I wish I realized my worth at the time.
Go ahead.
Is it misogynistic to say that, like, I feel like a lot of girls feel that way, and there's no problem with that at all, just because there was
But this
as
is
guys, like, we just I don't know.
This is why
high school, there's only a certain type of people who is not about that bullshit. To be honest, I'm just gonna be real.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. This is gonna sound misogynistic, but like this is women's greatest power, and it's the ability to nag. See, that
I was
ability,
gonna say the love, but okay.
That's the greatest secret weapon. That is the greatest secret weapon that any woman has. Hey, women, y'all can get mad at me, but go ahead and nag any man that you're in a relationship with. I guarantee you, it will get done, unless you just have a stubborn motherfucker. But that's besides the point. This is why nagging is key, but also making observations about everything. And when I mean everything, I say everything. People will hate you for it. You may have a girlfriend who says, why do you have to comment on everything? This is me speaking about my own past experience, maybe current. But you know what? You got to keep doing it, because at the end of the day, these slow burns will never happen. You know what I'm saying? I cut it right there. You know what I'm saying? Right there in the nip, in the butt. Whatever it goes.
Yeah.
Finito. Sorry.
I wouldn't disagree. We'll say that. That's fair. I wouldn't disagree. But yeah, that's what I would have done differently. It's just knowing my worth from the beginning. That my worth didn't need to
It's
be
hard to do when you're young and you're
based off of relationships or based off of a man's appreciation of a woman.
In high school, it's not really that much, to be honest.
It's hard to do when you're young and dumb, man.
So I'm about to say,
you're just happy somebody else is showing you attention. And
can you really love somebody when you're in high school? Let's be real honest. Can you really love somebody when you're in high school?
I think you can really think that you love someone.
It's a different generation now that we have the link to everybody else.
It's a different kind of love. Like, I think anyone who thinks that they've been in love probably were. There are very different kinds of love, I would say. There's definitely like the first love that is just all encompassing, and then when it ends, you're absolutely devastated.
Sure.
But then there's the love after that you realize that mistakes had been made and how to be better and how to grow from that. And if you are lucky enough to have like that first devastating relationship, like, it sucks, but it's great, because you learn so much about yourself. You learn how you want to be in a relationship. You learn how you don't want to be in a relationship, and it helps you grow so much more. So I think, even though, because especially me, like, I thought that I was gonna die when I got broken up with in high school. Like, I thought it was the end of the world and that I would never love anyone ever again, and like that was it. And like, looking back now, like, I know that that's not true. And my parents told me, they're like, it gets better, like, you'll move on, it'll be fine. But like, in that moment, like, high school is it. High school is all you know. Like, that's everything that you feel. Like, anyone that like invalidates high school relationships is kind of a shitty thing to do, because that's what they're feeling. Like, feelings are real. So don't invalidate people's feelings.
You're right.
Yeah, y'all wasn't back then when Climax was going.
So wait, hold on.
And Usher came on.
Wait, so are you calling?
Nowhere.
That's not even the song you should be
had
singing.
that music hit back then.
What?
For high school? What song are we singing? Climax is not the perfect song for a high school.
First of all,
Stop it.
First of all, I'm R&B thug. All right, I'm R&B thug, and I was ahead of my time.
I know, but I'm saying
this is why I'm trying to tell y'all. No relationships in high school. None. Absolutely none. We don't care about. And I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna say this.
No, but
at that age, at 18, we don't care about these females. And at that age,
when you look back on it now,
no, I was that way back then. I was literally saying it back then. At that age, I'm gonna say it for women.
That's because you didn't find the one back then. Like with the,
I was never gonna.
Everybody finds the one at a different time.
I was never gonna find the one, Charles. I was never going to find the one.
Key word is you.
First of all,
Y-O-U.
I'm gonna keep saying this.
Oh,
I know it was high school, right? And it's like the only thing. But if that happens to my child, guess what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna be like, look. I'm gonna be real cap. I'm gonna be real. I know for a fact I'm gonna be real cap. I'm gonna be like,
in this era, it's different because we all have access to so many different people. But back then, if you had a high school sweetheart, that was mad common. It's different times.
I had no high school sweetheart. How about that?
It's all based on each person.
High school
once
career.
Once the World Wide Web was made, it was different, bro. Because you could connect with different humans.
First of all,
other places.
We had MySpace. We had the blowing up of Facebook.
Daisy.
Then we had.
I said before the World Wide Web. MySpace is way after the World Wide Web.
Topic.
I'm just saying, man. No high school relationships. If my children tell me, I'm just gonna be like, hey, look, it gets better. I can explain to you step for step how it gets better. Because in high school, you ain't even doing it right. Let's be honest about that. You ain't even doing it right.
Yeah, but they don't know any better. Is what I was saying. Like, right? That's all you know.
And I know a couple high school sweethearts that is holding down now. So stop it.
It's possible. It really is possible. Some people just find it earlier.
It is possible.
Maybe
it all depends on you.
Maybe I'm being cynical, but I knew damn well I wasn't gonna find. I wasn't
finding love is finding the person who you're willing to put up everything with, like all their flaws and all the things that are good about them.
All right, I'm gonna throw this out here. We don't have to discuss it, But then I will say to that point, Charles, is the idea of love even real? I'm just gonna say it. That's
Oh
all
my
I have
God,
to
no.
say.
Yes,
We're
it
not
is.
talking about
It
this.
is.
We're not
It's okay.
talking about this.
How
we're not.
is the love?
I threw it out there for discussion for a future episode. We can have it. Is
Okay.
love real? That's the name of
I
the episode.
love a girl and she calls me and she's 2 hours away and she says, I'm fucked up at a party right now. I'm
That's
about to
not
black
love.
out. Can you come pick me up?
Oh
That's
my
not
God.
love. I drive 2 hours for that.
That's
What the fuck do
obligation.
you mean?
That's
She
that's
does the
obligation.
same reverse.
Okay.
That's-
We're moving on.
That's the obligation.
These are supposed to be
Obligation
rapid
is
fire
love.
questions, you guys.
Go
The
ahead.
fuck
Quick
do you
answers.
mean?
Go ahead. I said it's not for discussion.
Goddamn.
We can have
That
it for
is
another
love.
episode.
Okay. All right. Next question.
It's
Rapid fire. What is something that most people don't know about you?
Tough. I'm a pretty open book.
Mm,
Wow.
that I like heavy metal
Okay.
and like I mean ever since I got the dreads I've been kind of profiled, but you know. Like when I tell somebody else, I'd be like, yeah, no, I listen to like Slipknot and all that other shit. People be like, oh really? Oh my God. Are you serious right now? That's probably the most shocking thing people don't know about me unless you know me.
I don't have one. I'm pretty open.
Lying ass.
Honestly, you ask me, what have you not heard about me that you don't know?
How would we know if we don't know it?
Because I myself am telling you that I don't know. So I'm telling you, I'm pretty much told
Something
you.
I don't know. I got you. This man thinks Transformers is real. Let's move on. Let's go.
Sure. Transformers are real.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm saying the average person wouldn't just assume that you
Yeah,
thought
that's
that
true.
they were real.
That statement was also made while I was in high school. But I'll die on that
No,
sword.
you made that in middle school. Stop it.
Okay, you're even helping my argument. In middle school, I made that.
No, man. As soon as the Transformers movie came out, Optimus Prime Drive, he was like, they real though. They
Okay.
real though.
Okay. Next question. What is something that you do when no one else is around?
Dance and sing, but I do that in front of people as well. So
I do that in front of people as well. I was about to say,
that's not it. Then I can't use it. Oh,
other
here's a good
people aren't around. Talk to myself,
but everybody does that.
but that's can I just say that? Like,
Oh, I picked my beard. Oh, nope, I did it on the camera. No,
you don't even have a beard.
you're a hater because you can't grow
I'm
one.
saying that's not a beard.
That is a beard. This is a beard.
Deji, this is not a beard.
This is a beard. This is a chin strap. This is well grown in. See the hate that people bring when they can't grow facial hair. I see that you're being a hater, and
I have seen my man Tommy Blasco's putting your beard to shame. Relax.
it's okay. There's levels to this game, but I chose to have I had to tell
Okay,
my barber
okay,
to shave
okay.
my beard.
Okay.
Anyways,
Okay.
I've
seen you ain't got a James Harden beard, so I'm just saying, don't be out here like
I don't
this.
I
is a
don't
beard.
want
Just
I
because
don't
I
want a
can't
James
connect,
Harden.
don't throw the shade. Fuck you.
I don't
God
want a James
damn.
Harden, okay?
I'm mad as
I
hell.
don't
Hey, focus.
I'm sorry.
Again, I feel like I'm a pretty open book. What do I do that I don't do in front of people?
Say plus ultra. I may be saying go plus ultra. When you look in the mirror, he watch his face. Go plus ultra. And walk out the bathroom.
When I was mentally well, every day I said like the same 4 things, and it was like, no, that's everybody does positive affirmations.
No, that's not necessarily true.
Deji, you can just admit that you Naruto ran when
It's not
nobody
like
was around you.
it's not something that like no one else does. It's just something that you do when other people aren't around.
Okay, so I used to do it, and I have a positive affirmation mix that I used to listen to every day. Haven't listened to it, and it makes sense why I'm not where I'm at right now. But it's okay. I'm getting back there. So.
Cool. Okay. And then last like deep question, and then we'll get in like rapid fire like stupid shit. Okay.
Yep.
What has been the hardest goodbye you had to say in your life so far?
I don't know if I've had one. I guess like
it's not like the most devastating, but like the hardest one you've had. It could have been something you might not have had to say a lot of goodbyes or really hard ones, but like what's the hardest you've experienced?
I've had to say goodbye. Actually, yeah, I'll say that. When my when my brother moved out for the first time, that was tough. That was tough for me. That was it. Anybody that knows me and my
Mm,
brother, it'd be it.
yeah, I would say saying goodbye to my second oldest sister for the last time. Even though it wasn't really like a full goodbye. A lot of family things tied into that, like drama and everything else. But like
Of course, that's why it
just
makes it so
saying
hard.
goodbye to her at that point, I guess, yeah, that's probably the hardest goodbye I had to say. Even though as much as we like shit we went through, but like we both middle child, so there's that connection.
Y'all both middle child.
She's the second. She's the second oldest. I'm the third oldest. There's four of us.
Oh, okay. I guess I see what you're saying.
She's the older middle child. I'm the second
young.
old.
Yeah. I understood what you said. I say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feel me?
I do.
Okay. You ready for the not?
I cried that night too. That's crazy. All right, go ahead.
Okay. These are straight rapid fire. Like, I don't want any explanation because we're already almost at an hour. Okay.
That's good.
All right, let's go.
If we're almost there, that means we haven't gotten past it.
Who do you look up to the most?
My brother.
My dad.
My brother. Cool. When have you felt the most proud?
For me, it's been a couple weeks back when I sent y'all the metrics of how the Suburban Kings were doing.
That was pretty awesome.
That was a proud moment. Very proud moment.
When the first blunt I ever rolled was pearled, and everybody was happy that it was pearled.
The Lonely Stoner. Okay.
Everybody was like, "Damn, this all you." Nah,
this you, nephew.
This ain't all you.
This you, nephew. Yeah.
I guess.
God. Rachel, your turn.
It would be a tie between getting my 2 degrees in 4 years. That felt really good. More across that stage.
Impressive.
And then my aunt sent me a picture of my younger cousin's homework about who her hero was, and she put that I was her hero. That was
and she put you?
Yeah, it was really cool.
Look at you, inspiring the youth. Look at you.
That felt really good.
Look at you. Go ahead, Rachel.
I see you, Rachel. Go ahead with your bad self.
I wish I could inspire the youth. No, I'm just playing.
Oh my goodness. Okay, what was the worst time you've been physically hurt? That makes sense. Your worst injury.
Okay, I have two because they both affected me very differently. I almost broke my ankle junior year. That was the worst I've ever injured myself. And then the second one was when I got my concussion in high school. Both of those were both playing football, but both about the same pain level. But
CTE.
No, man, that concussion, I was fearful. That's all I'll say. I've never had something like that in my life, and sometimes I regret playing football. But that's
I would say the ATV accident that happened this year.
Oh my
Cali.
When you told me about that,
damaged my vocal cord. That's probably the worst accident. I've never been really. Every accident I've ever been in, even car accident, I've been blessed to never be super fucked up. But when that shit clapped my throat, the handlebar, and I could talk like this, son, I thought it was a rap, son. I was like, yo, this is the most humbled I've ever been in my life.
Can never talk again.
Nothing no more, dog. I'm about to dedicate myself to God right now. Hell no.
Big ups to the big homie. You feel me?
Next question. Next question.
Rachel has to answer. Rachel, you go ahead.
I don't know. I kind of have different levels. One, my worst pain that I've ever been in. I broke my wrist freshman year of high school at a football game in front of the whole sophomore football team, and it was super embarrassing. And then the worst situation, I got in a car accident We flipped off the
Yikes.
road on a mountain in Tennessee at like 2:00 in the morning with no cell service.
Holy shit! I'm sorry. I've
How
never
are
heard
you
that
still
story
alive?
before.
And I like got a concussion and I separated my shoulder and it was terrible. But then we
God,
didn't
that's
have any cell
crazy.
service, so we had to just like keep walking until we could get service, and we were all like bleeding and like we heard it was so scary
Jesus.
because there were like trees rustling around us and I was like, what the fuck is that? And
Oh,
like,
so it was
could
like
be
a scary movie.
yeah, they're like, oh, it could be like
Yo.
the cougars, they smell the blood. I was like, what the fuck is this place? It's terrible.
First
And
of all, no
then-
mountain lion cougars run up on 4
and
or
people
5
want to live in the
people.
sticks. People want to live in the sticks. I'm gonna stay my ass in the
It was
city.
terrifying because we're all bleeding and like
You're not
it's
in the
calling.
city. You're in the suburbs.
What do you think the suburbs were based off of, Charles? You have a downtown. You have an area where you can get multiple
Small
food
towns.
places.
Oh my god.
Small towns. You're not gonna keep arguing though.
Streamwood and Schaumburg was based off of one city, and that's Chicago, because you have everything you need in a metropolitan area.
Anyways,
in the suburbs.
Rachel, continue your story. I'm just
And I
gonna ignore
said
this man.
metropolitan. Yes,
You
I said
did.
metropolitan.
And then the last like
Yes, I did.
scary injury was like because I just didn't know it was gonna happen. I fell down the stairs in sophomore year of high school. I blacked out, had a seizure. They didn't know what was wrong with me, and I had to get like a lot of like tests done, and they still don't really know.
I do remember that going around Streamwood High School.
Ooh.
I do remember that.
Yep.
No, I
That was
have.
cool.
Okay, no. Before this is over, no. I think. Hold on. Let me get this camera. I think you can see this. There's a scar like right here. I remember when I was a Jimmy John's driver. Like for some reason, I was clocking out at work. I was so happy. There's like a median in between my car, and I had to grab my topper off my car. I tried to jump it, but the median where the grass was at was wet, and like I slipped and I smacked the shit out of my head in between my curb, and I was really like an inch away from my car though, like the bumper of my car. Like I could have went in between there and like broke my neck or some shit, like some Final Destination shit.
Yeah, I
Like
No, thank you.
I remember I just walked back inside like, can somebody cash me out right now? Yo, I had a fucking fat ass scab right here.
Why am I laughing? Why?
Shout out to the
Oh
Coco
my
because it's a funny
God.
moment. It's my dumb ass for doing that. It's my goof ass for jumping, thinking I could just. I was so happy, like I just made like $100 that day. Jump over that little median.
I'm a terrible person. I'm a terrible person.
If that was in a movie, everybody would laugh. Okay, I'm alive. It doesn't matter.
Hey, I be laughing at my own self though. I'm not, what's that going? Next one.
Hey, the stomach flu is no joke though. That was another terrible feeling in your stomach.
Man, never.
I never want to
no,
feel again in my life.
poisoning
Anyways,
is rough.
Never.
I'm talking about the
Anyway.
stomach flu. My whole organs were turning to my body. I'm screaming like a demon's killing me or
Next
something.
question.
That was terrible.
Next question.
What TV show do you turn on when you just want background noise?
Grey's Anatomy.
You are trash. Get
That's
that
your
bullshit the
background
fuck
noise?
up out of here, first of all.
Of course.
The
'Cause
fuck is wrong with you, man?
I told you.
Oh my.
First of all, there's a reason why I am the way that I am. The way I am. We don't need to explain it. I'm a man who watches Grey's Anatomy and
There's
can
nothing
tell
wrong
you
with that.
from seasons 1 to 16 that his favorite person was George, and it's because George was that motherfucking N-word. That's all I have to say. George was that mother effing N-word. Y'all heard it here. He was getting all the hoes. I'll tell you, he got
You
married.
can just say it
got
was that
Lexi,
brother. You got to call
he
on
got
the N-word. What
Izzy,
is wrong with you?
He got Callie. George was out here low-key pulling hoes and nobody noticed. And he was the best doctor. George was so good, bro, that he didn't even know nothing. A month in, saved somebody, had an open heart surgery, which Punk Karev.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go deep.
Family Guy. That's my show. I just don't want Family Guy in the background.
Like Parks and Rec.
Another good one.
So
This
a comedy, and you getting packed because I like to watch a drama. I like to have
What? Family Guy is way better than Grey's Anatomy. You don't ever do that again in your
we're
life.
not doing this. Don't even
Fuck
start.
out
Don't
of
say
here.
anything.
I wasn't
Not
going to.
starting.
There's nothing to argue about. Like, what are we talking about?
There's things I learned by listening to Grey's Anatomy. You'd be surprised.
Somebody did a fucking brain surgery with a goddamn power drill in that show. Stop it. Let's move on. Next question.
Okay, this one I'm really interested in because we went to school together. Who was the first crush that you remember?
Do I have to say this out loud right now?
Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey is my first crush. And then Megan Good.
Okay. I'm not trying to put anybody. No, I don't want to. Because I know my first crush. It's from elementary school.
Did I have
kindergarten.
a crush?
First crush. I know mine.
Are we doing what grade
Rachel,
level?
you go first. You go first. I'm
Let's
not
just
gonna
say
say
like
mine.
elementary school. And I'm really interested because
I'm
we
not
all
gonna
went to
say
like the
mine.
same elementary school, which I think is really funny. So I want
Rachel, you go first, and then I'll go.
So my first, I don't know why I said this. My first crush was from my first Streamwood school, and it was Blake.
That's not a surprise, honestly. Anyways, there's a lot of girls.
Hey, you
that
got
like
the
him.
juice. You got the juice, though,
I'm saying.
baby. Shout
I'm
out.
saying.
Shout
I'm
out
saying.
my man, though.
That's one of my local
Legend.
legends. Local legends.
Local legends. Shout out. Hey, my man.
Hey, if you didn't know,
My dude.
we're gonna
bro.
respect Rachel, but
All right.
Rachel had an
Oh my God.
inclination for the swirl back in the day. You feel me? Yes,
Relax.
Blake.
We're not going into this. Relax.
You're right. We don't need to, because that's her business.
Oh my God.
No, I'm
And
just playing.
that's what I'm saying.
We about
When
to
you
do that.
feel
Anyways,
that
I'll
beat,
go. Mine.
we can get the boogie. Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, I don't even want to say it. Mine
No,
was
you have to. I
definitely
just did.
in
You have to.
kindergarten. It was Brittany Kemp. I'm not gonna lie. That was my first crush ever.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's crazy. Why does it make a lot of sense?
Because she was
Hold
really
on.
pretty
Why
and
does that
everyone
make a
liked
lot
her.
of sense?
A lot
I
of
was
people
about
had
to
crushes
Okay.
on Brittany.
I was just like, don't tell me he was out here scoping like, no, we can tell that man's
I'm
over
trying
there
to
wild.
remember.
No, it's just I feel like a lot of people like
Okay,
Brittany in
that's cool.
elementary school.
Yeah, she was a cute girl.
She had the
Yeah.
she had the sauce, bro. She was out here. That was definitely my first crush ever, though. I
Wait,
ain't
but
gonna lie.
you didn't
I
even
had
go
to
to
just
elementary school with Blake, so that don't make no
Yeah,
sense.
I did. We went to Oak Hill together.
Oh, okay, I guess
I went to Oak Hill, and then I went to school in Schaumburg for 2 years, and then I went to Ridge, where I met you guys.
It was at, I think it was kindergarten, Miss Gardner, Ridge Circle. Yep. Nope. I think I was in the same class as her.
I'm trying to remember.
Shout out to my old homeboy Dylan. You know what I'm saying? Hold it down.
I'm trying to remember if I had a crush. Let me think about it.
Daisy, you never had a crush.
Did I have a crush? I mean, I don't know. I guess I
You
did.
were gonna have an arranged marriage. Talking about I had a crush.
No, when I was young, I really didn't think of the idea of girls that much. But I mean, Lamb, first grade,
this
third grade,
first love was
third grade.
scams.
That could be it. Third grade. That was a good joke. Third grade. I was in this class with third grade. What was the teacher's name? Miss Didi. There was this girl named Hannah, and everybody messed with Hannah because she was the new girl off the block. She had like that Avril Lavigne swag, right, bro? I remember this like the back of my head.
Gator boy swag.
Gator boy swag. Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Skater,
Let him keep going. I'll be right back.
Skater boy. So then everybody would try to talk to her, and I was like, yo, I ain't for the trip over this girl. Got in there real smooth, like
Of course you did.
straight cool as hell. And then she was like, yada yada, started talk. I don't know if she liked me, but I was one of the few boys that she talked to on the regular. And I was like, yeah, I know y'all jocking. I know y'all mad. Because I got it like that. You know, I've always had that gift of gab. That's what people don't understand. I can talk to anybody. It don't matter how fine. I mean, this was third grade, but in general, it don't matter how fine you are. I'm just gonna talk to you like you're regular. Actually, I want girls to be more bad because when you don't acknowledge that beauty, and I'm giving away all my sauce, bro, they be bent. I swear. If you be like, oh, like that's why guys at the club, you can't tell these girls they beautiful. They already know that. You're just stroking their ego. You gotta do. I'm sorry. I'm giving away all my sauce. But this is how I talk to pretty girls. There's a reason why I am where I am. I be doing this stuff to Tess all the time. She know my game though, but it's all right. So I got her. It's whatever.
There you go.
And she knows this. Listen to this podcast. I said it. What you gonna do about it, Tess? Obviously, she's not gonna do anything. She's gonna smile. She's gonna smirk, and then she's gonna be like, "Oh, you think you cute? You think you smooth?" And I'm gonna be like, "I already know that I am. It's just whenever I bring it out. I be telling her this all the time. I'm smooth whenever. It's just I bring it out very selectively now because I'm not in trouble like I used to be back in the day. When she was trying to rein me in, I was a wild boy. But yeah, it was Hannah. She had the Avril. I remember like she had that skater boy swag. Oh, I saw her. I was like, yo, who is this?
Wait, what grade was this? You said third grade?
Third grade, because it was something different.
I wasn't in your third grade class. I was in your second grade class.
Right. It was something.
Ash.
It was something different.
Shout out.
I thought she was exotic, but she wasn't really exotic. It was just something different. You know what it was.
Classifying her as a car? Like, what is wrong with you?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
What is wrong with you? You just called her exotic. Like,
She was
what
a
is wrong
unique
with
woman. From
and we in elementary. She wasn't even a woman. She was a little girl.
I didn't know any
What's this man
different.
talking about?
I didn't know any different. All right.
What is he talking?
We all wearing Old Navy and Gap, and she out here wearing stuff from like hot. What is it called?
Hot Topic.
Hot
Speak
Topic.
for yourself. I was
see
at
what I'm
JC
saying?
Penney's with the studded belt. She pulled up with the studded belt.
Studded belt at the choker. I remember it like it was yesterday.
She was not wearing no choker in third grade.
Yes,
Stop.
she was. Bro, I'm telling you, I remember this because this was my first pull, bro. In third grade, I was out here pulling, bro. At least I was attempting. I didn't know where I was gonna go from there.
She was not wearing a choker in third
She was messing
grade.
with
Next
your
question.
boy.
Let's move
She was
on.
messing.
Next
Why
question.
you being a hater, Charles? It happened.
No, because that just sounds like crazy.
We all recognize my game. Y'all went to Ridge Circle with me.
Nobody is not recognizing the game. I'm just saying.
Talking to the ladies. You know, I'm not trying to hype myself up. I'm not really people in elementary school. I'm not trying to hype myself up. Realize,
Deji, I'm just saying. Like, I don't remember anybody in that school having a choker on. Like, I'm just saying. My man said she had the choker on in third grade. It's crazy.
She had the Avril Lavigne swag. I'm not making this up. You know, this was literally my first pull. You don't remember your first pull, Charles? Or Rachel, you don't remember the first time that you pulled another man? We all remember the first pull, bro.
We ain't got to go in depth on this. Let's move on.
We all remember when we started putting that thing called down. We call game, bro. If you don't realize what your game is, then you ain't doing it right. That's all I got.
That's a different conversation for you.
It is a different conversation. But this lady was innocent. It was third grade. So
you can talk about just flirting.
Okay. Next question.
It was puppy love.
Was the best compliment you have ever received?
Oh, that's a good one. I've gotten several.
I'll go first. I remember I was chilling with an OG from Chicago, you feel me? And like
you already explained
we in there, a couple people, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I just come through and like I just roll like 2 G's in a blunt, man. That bitch is pearl. This man looked at me and was like, so one of his random nephews came down. I was like, "Hey, who just rolled this? Who did this?"
Okay, nephew.
The OG looked at me and was just like, "Man, that's my man Charles over there, man. That's Earl the Pearl over there, man." I was, let's go.
Oh, man.
I was hype as hell. That's probably the best compliment I ever got for something that at least I cared about.
Best compliment I ever got. You have a really
Your
nice
smile is great.
Charles.
That would be. I had no idea what you said.
Charles, you are a hater. You see this? Because you know I've gotten that compliment before. You know that. You know that for a fact. Yes,
I knew that was gonna be the shit you were gonna say though.
No,
like you have the greatest smile I've ever seen in my life.
No, that would not be it.
I've heard this was supposed to be rapid fire. I fucked around. My bad. That's on me.
I was gonna say that you have very nice style, and then after that, she thought I was gay, and I said, "No, I just know how to dress." So she complimented me, and I was like, "Yeah, I appreciate you. Now be gone because you thought I was gay." I took the compliment.
That was.
No, I didn't say be gone.
That's a slap in the face. Hey, yo, I like your swag though, but is you gay though?
Nah, when she told me that, I was like, what? I was like, nah, I just know how to dress. Bye.
Rachel?
Probably, this is so cheesy, but it made me so happy. You look happier.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I was surprised you didn't say that like you were pretty or you were fine. You know, girls love me.
Okay, this is gonna sound like super shit. Like people say that.
I think
so. It loses its
value.
Value. I mean, like this is gonna sound shitty. Like Cody says I'm beautiful all the time. I'm like, okay, cool, but like you have to say that. So when like someone else says it, it feels good. You know what I mean? Like, so getting a compliment that you don't get all the time, I don't know. It feels like it has a little bit more.
Rachel, have you ever been hit on in front of Cody?
No.
All right.
I think I just like
had
this like
that.
big like
I don't believe that.
on my face, but like I've never gotten hit.
I don't believe that. Girls are so oblivious to flirting, yo. Like I don't believe that at all, Rachel. I'm gonna be real. I just don't believe that. Like I'm not gonna let that slide.
That's what I was saying. I was like, I feel like you would understand if, like, because I've been in this situation.
It's not like he had to be right next to you. Like he could have turned around when there's some other shit and somebody said some slick shit to you. Like, okay. It's not like I did not just introduce you to my boyfriend right now.
I've seen Tess get hit on. I just be like, all right, bro, if you better know what you're dealing with. You know,
this man tried to box me last podcast when I said she was a wonderful person or something.
No, you didn't. That's not what you said. You said lovely.
She's not.
You
lovely.
said lovely.
She's not lovely. Okay. What is wrong with complimenting her?
I
saying
don't
she's lovely?
need you. Don't refer to my woman as lovely. That's
Tess, you are a lovely person.
Charles, don't get smacked.
What is wrong with that?
What's wrong?
What is wrong with that?
I don't need you calling my girl.
I would want my homie to say my girl is lovely. Like, what the fuck does that mean?
I know she's a lovely human being. Thank you. That's why I'm with her. You act like I would be. I'm not gonna sound shallow, but obviously, I'm not gonna date someone who's
kind of are
attractive. I'm definitely not shallow. That's captain, bro.
I'm not talking.
There's a lot of depth.
This does not have to do with her physical appearance. It's just like her personality is lovely and uplifts everybody on the pod.
Like she's a good person.
Tells us what the fuck has happened. That's all I was saying, and then you got like that offended.
That's not how you explained it, Charles. Because you saying lovely. I'm like, oh, why are you looking at my lady like that? You know what I'm saying? Any normal man.
I just think you a little insecure.
Definitely
like that's something you got to deal with, bro. That ain't on me.
I hate when people do that. Don't do that. Don't do that reverse psychology. I was just
I'm not doing reverse psychology. I'm just being literally real.
What you just elaborated, you could have been like, Tess, I love your energy. You're such an energetic person. As opposed to saying, wow, Tess, you are such a lovely person. Notice those two statements.
I would rather be called lovely than energetic.
The difference?
Also, the only reason why I really made a big deal is because I had to hear about it afterwards. Because when she gets complimented, guess who hears about it? Me. You know, I'm gonna hear about it for the next.
So okay, Tez, you heard it first. I'll never compliment you ever again. Just so.
See, now you're being
Deji
extreme.
does not
you're being extreme.
Have to deal with it or anything.
You're being extreme. See, now you're being extreme. I'm just joking, by the way. I really don't care.
You were being extreme with me, dog. I'm going beige rage with it now. I don't give a damn. Team light skin. Okay. I don't give a damn. We getting petty. I'm gonna be petty as hell.
Hey man, I was joking. Okay, I was joking.
I'll just.
But
okay, what's the last question? Raise my bad.
I do enjoy it when Tess gets hit on, because that usually means free drinks. That's all I'm saying. I can accept that.
Hey, say it again. Say it again. All right, let's go. Go ahead.
Hey, no more than that.
There's nothing more entertaining than that. You just watch that happen. It's like. Let me my friend a shot. You like, you act like you some random dude just chilling back. You have no clue what's going on. Like
I just let it happen.
Gay best friend.
Bro. I just let it happen. All right. Anyways, Rachel, last question.
Okay, last question. What do you think your best physical feature is?
Can I have multiple?
Sure. Top three.
Top three, okay. Mm-hmm. Number one is probably my smile. It's probably my smile. Number two is my beard when it's lined up.
Man, what the fuck? Come on, time out, bro. How do you get three? She said one, you're gonna be like, I gotta
you can have three. We're gonna.
That's how I know you are That's how I know you are a model, bro. I can't just stop at one.
But my best feature is definitely the smile.
Features.
And then
Jesus
three,
Christ.
Like I'm gonna just stay at my face, because I feel like I get a lot of people, because I have really dark brown eyes, and people be trying to see like the depth of my eyes, and I feel like that is part of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can never tell where I'm looking because I have such dark brown eyes.
My best physical feature, I think, is probably my baby face. It's a sleeper. It's a sleeper.
Well,
I'm telling you, man. You know how many cashiers compliment me every time I buy alcohol, man? Like, come on.
Because you have no facial hair?
I mean, I have to shave for my job. I do have facial hair. If I
you
grow out a beard.
You always got to shave for the job.
No, Deji, I have to wear a full face mask. It can't break the seal. I will be breathing in deadly chemicals if I don't shave my fucking face, Deji. You want me to die? Damn.
I understand you.
I know I can't. My beard.
That's right.
Christ, man.
That's why you're hating. That's why you were hating on my facial hair. You feel me?
Hey, yo, when I'm 30 years old, you 30 years old, I'm gonna have more facial hair than you. It's cool. Puerto Rican side finna kick in. I'm gonna have a thick ass mustache, like my grandpa. We gonna have the same conversation. It's cool.
I have the
It's
best
cool.
facial hair in the world. Don't worry about it. Go
All
ahead.
right, Charles, do two
I
more.
mean,
We're all gonna do three.
My
Yes.
man Lily look like we're all doing three. Why?
Because I thought of three now and I want to say them. So you have to.
Yeah,
I mean, I
let
would
her-
say
not,
my
like-
dreads right now. I would say my dreads is one, but like they kind of nappy right now. But like with my shout out to my home girl when she does them, you know, they be looking mad on point. And
Right.
then I would say the last one is probably besides my rough ass hands, my skin. Like
Okay.
I've had so many. Oh my!
Because
I can't tell you how many people just walked on me and just touched my arm. Be like, oh my god, just getting so soft. How do you do that? Like
you let people pet you now.
it's
You're a
called lotion.
pet? It's
It's
you let
called
people pet?
lotion, ladies and gentlemen.
You
You
let
get
people
out the
pet
shower, you apply it.
You let people pet you now, like you
My
adopt.
arm?
Yeah,
No, my arm.
sure. I mean, you letting people pet on you, like so you just. They
I
choose.
mean, if a girl wants to bet on me, there's nothing I'm gonna do about it. Like, what do you want me to do? Stop it.
See these light skins, man. These light skins.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm sorry, Daisy. A girl walks up to you and just starts rubbing your bicep on your arm. You're just gonna be like, "What are you doing?"
I've had a
Stop
scenario
it.
where
That is not the way. Stop it.
I've
Fuck outta
literally,
here.
and Austin can attest to this. I won't even have to tell you, but I've been in the club and a girl kissed my hand because she was trying to kiss me on the face, and I said, "Nah, I'm good." Literally like a Dave Chappelle special, I muffed her in the face. I'm just saying.
That's the club. I'm not just letting random girls walk up to me and pet me
Oh,
in the
no,
club unless I'm attracted to them.
We were talking, but she just got
We
a little,
gonna put a debt to this. You acting like the people that walk up and touch my arm or my skin. I'm not attracted
hey man,
to.
I don't
Like,
know who you. I'm
like
just saying.
at least the female one. Like you gotta
first of all-
relax.
first
You
of
ain't
all,
gonna do this. You ain't
First of
gonna
all,
portray
they're
me
probably
like this. Right?
Charles. They're probably very lovely women. I'm just saying, you just letting nobody touch on you. Just letting everybody touch on you, huh?
Who cares if somebody just touches your arm and tells you have soft skin and compliments you?
Right.
Are you that homophobic, even if it was a dude?
No. Next thing you're gonna let them touch.
Oh,
and pat
now
your
it's
hair.
a no.
Now you're gonna let them. Yeah. First of all, you said that. You're gonna let them touch and pat your hair next. I'm trying to do it right now. Hey Charles, can I touch? Oh, these dreadlocks feel so nice. Protect yourself, sir.
With the dreads.
Protect.
I mean,
you got to protect your personal space. You got to let these people.
I mean, it depends on. No, I mean, I don't really like people just popping my personal bubble. Like that's totally different.
Oh, but you let them touch your arm. You see what I'm saying? I'm joking.
He really is just reaching like Michael Jordan off Space Jam for a joke right now. Is just so funny. I'm just dying. My man is trying to drink. Nah, man, we ain't finna do this. All right, Rachel, what are your three?
I really like my eyes because they change color and that's pretty fucking cool. I get told I have really good skin, like I don't get a lot of acne and it's very soft. So a lot of people say that. And then I don't know, I'm gonna count it because I want to count it. I think I like my strength a lot. I think that's a really cool thing about me is I'm very strong. It's kind of like a sleeper thing, like being in the gym like in the morning with like the football players when I was lifting in college and like out benching some of them was like a pretty cool fucking feeling.
That's sad.
Who was you all benching? Call them out right now.
I was about to say that.
I don't know their names. They were football players at Drake University. Are they really memorable?
Hey, Drake, stop it. These people.
Well, how much was you benching?
He's on the D team for the football team. This is crazy.
I don't remember. Like,
if it's less than
150?
225, I'm
150?
done. 150. You was benching more. People wasn't benching more than 150.
It could have been some freshmen. It could have been some freshmen. Bro, there's some freshmen that never lift but get recruited because they're so good on the football field.
Or walk-ons.
I was just thinking.
It was a small football team. Let me have this win, Charles. Let me have this win.
I was just thinking, like, if it was like the actual football team I was having with, like, at Drake, I was like, that is the ultimate L.
Nah, because I was pretty weak.
No
as a
offense to
freshman.
you. I'm just saying, like.
I was pretty weak. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
if somebody first starts working out, like, nah, you got that, dub. Rachel been working out since we was like in 5th grade. She been out here, fit, killing it, crushing it.
Good fam. Do you think that stunted your growth
in the gym?
Rachel, do you think that lifting at a young?
Honestly, probably.
Damn that shit.
Because I'm a very dense motherfucker.
Damn that shit.
I'm gonna make my. I don't know about like doing squats or anything. or benching, I would just have my kid do curls. I don't think that really stunts your growth.
Do you want them to look like
Like doing
Popeye?
dumbbell shit.
You want them to look like Popeye or
I mean, I would just have them do
all
push-ups and
arms?
limit the weight that they could bench. I don't want them to be going heavy as hell like
Guess
when they're
what?
young.
Have them do body weight. But that's a different.
I would want my kid to be shredded though. Like you could just be shredded, just doing hella
For what?
reps.
For what? What you're
And this
trying to
kid-
be? What you're trying to be strong?
Oh, just do like fucking cardio. Like I wish I
that.
did
I'm gonna have
cardio as a kid.
my
I
kid
can't
could be
run
a-
for shit now.
My kid could be a gymnast. We all knew fucking
Brennan.
shout out to Brendan Summers. Fucking
Yep.
that motherfucker was the most ripped motherfucker I have seen in my life.
Yep.
Shout out, he put me on that venison jerky, that deer jerky. Shit is legendary.
Deer jerky's
Never
fine.
looked back after that. Yo, my man
I've
gave me
had
that
deer.
shit one time in lunch.
Deer
I
is
was,
decent.
this is better than beef jerky. Hold on, wait a minute. This ain't even close. I can understand why people hunt deer now, to be honest.
I can as well. I really can.
Have you had somebody ever had like a deer burger or a deer steak?
Just the jerky.
I've had deer. I've had venison sticks, which is just deer meat encased.
Venison sticks. Everything venison is fire, bro.
Yep. I've had the burgers.
I'm
everything.
not-
I've had elk. I've had alligator. I've
you
had a
had
lot of-
elk?
I've had elk. Yeah.
Elk was probably fire.
It's gamier. Just as much, almost little to no fat, honestly.
It's probably all like lean muscle.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
That's probably all it is. We
You
ain't
can
gonna get
taste-
into the Joe Rogan experience shit. Like, we good.
All right.
I just thought about that right now.
So
I thought I was like, sound like Joe Rogan talking about like elk meat. That's
I've
where I was going
eaten
with
it.
that conversation.
The only thing I haven't is I need to have buffalo or bison, but that's for another day.
Oh, buffalo is so good. Buffalo is fire, yo.
okay, well, on that weird note,
Anyways,
that's today's
we,
episode.
I'm sorry. Who wants to hit the outros first? Who wants to go first?
Why don't you go ahead, Charles?
Yeah, you called it.
Daisy's just texting. Okay.
I'm
I
definitely
guess I'll
not.
go.
I'm not texting.
What are you doing there?
Oh my
Let's
God,
just
go on the
Charles, do your
timeline.
outro.
Whether you're somewhere high, down low, somewhere off in the middle, or like you kind of depressed, just know the Suburban Kings is here for you. So that's what I'm gonna end it with.
Am I next? Who's next?
Go ahead.
I'm next.
Yeah.
Just want to say, turn that frown upside down because, like I said, my smile is my best feature. I'm just playing. Royalty. I do this every single day. I hope that y'all having a wonderful summer. I hope that y'all been doing the damn thug thizzle. But most importantly, I hope that y'all doing well. Because like I tweeted today, the most kind thing you can do is ask someone how they feel about a certain situation. See what happens when you care about others.
That was a good tweet.
Yes, it was.
There was a typo in it, but that was a good tweet.
There's always typos. It's my
JG.
brand.
There's literally always
It's literally
typos.
my brand. Now I tweet purposely with typos in them. It's hard.
My man in the group chat be like, "What time podcast doing?"
On everything. That is exactly how to say it. I mean, I read it. I read it sometimes. I'd be like, man, I hate myself.
I'll be looking at it like, I hope we just swiped that all and fucked it up or something. Go ahead, Rachel. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. No, I don't swipe. I just be typing it and I'd be like,
No, like sometimes like I'll read them out to Cody and I'll be like, what is he trying to say?
Podcast.
I don't know.
Man. Ask Tess.
Yo, you gotta look over at the person that you sometimes when you get one text from people, you be like, "Do you understand this? This is me right now." Just no way.
Is this motherfucker drunk? That's why sometimes I'd be reading, I'd be like, damn, bro, I would hate to be friends with me sometimes. If like you're trying to come up with some plans,
I
man.
feel like you give no effort. Anyways, Rachel, give your outro. I feel like you give no effort in text.
I don't. You would be correct in that assumption.
You'd be
Oh
like,
my God. Okay, so if there's anything that you can take away royalty from this week's episode, take a moment. Check in on yourself. Make sure you're doing okay. Do the little things that you can to fill your tank back up. Don't run on empty. Check in on your friends. Little, hey, how are you? You seem a little off. You don't seem as happy. You're not laughing as much. Just check in on your friends. It only helps. Things get better. That's it.
Subscribe. Follow.
Definitely.
Watch the
And
YouTube.
one more
The
Watch
thing.
the
YouTube is
One more
so much
thing.
better than just listening to it. You get to see our
Yeah.
stupid facial reactions and the shit that's going on.
Facial
that you're not
expression.
catching.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely much
It's
better.
so
One
much
more
better.
thing before we get up out of here. I just want to shout out our other group member who couldn't be here today, white man. Like, you know. You know.
Dad will be back.
Just want to shout out my mans.
Dad
He'll
will be back.
Yeah. No, we love you, man.
Buy the merch. We love you, Royalty. Thank you. Season 2, we going strong. We getting bigger, better, and realer than ever.